passed out because of the heat. Are you not used to getting around in the desert?
That's right. I usually bring lots of water when I go to the desert, precisely to avoid this situation. I went through all my water very quickly, and with the effects of the disturbed ley lines, I started. My ancestors, the Valukashuna, were originally from the desert. But I guess this is what happens when a species migrates. They become...
This isn't the time for a history lesson.
Humans. Such fragile beings. Your bodies can't even survive extreme changes in the environment. Here, take this.
Are you serious? This had better be just normal water. Hey! You're leaving already? Paimon really doesn't get that guy. What's he up to?
I'm feeling a little better now.
Oh, it wasn't just the two of us. Just now.
Found you at last.
Sino, you're here too!
I was concerned, so I came back to check on you. Will you be able to go on?
The fur on my tail is so dry, it's practically been singed right off. I don't see any purpose in pushing myself beyond what is reasonable. It appears I'm not suited to this particular round. I should probably just return to Aru Village and rest.
Really? So you're back?
Yes. I do have my results in the first round to serve as a buffer, so even if I forfeit this round, I still... Withdrawing now will allow me to conserve my energy. Continue...
A wise decision. Let's get you back to our...
it's...
Oh, stop trying to be so polite. Come on, we'll help you... How are you feeling now, Tainari? Do you want to rest some more?
There's some shade here, so we can stop for a while.
all right.
Oh, Sino and Tainari. And you've got the Oh, hey, Layla!
Yeah, the sun was too strong, so I decided to take cover here for a... What about you?
Unfortunately not. I'm not quite as capable as I thought. I intend to
Withdraw?
I believe the rules do provide for such a situation. Alhaitham did say that the act of leaving the competition grounds would result in disqualification from the round.
Didn't I ask you if you were all right before this? If you had just decided to withdraw then...
Well, I had to try, didn't I? So I tried. When I get back, I'm definitely going to make a batch of sun-resistant oil. Next time By the way, you're Layla, aren't you?
I did feel a little faint when I first entered the desert, but...
Be careful not to push yourself too hard.
Don't worry.
Feeling the pressure?
Uh-huh.
Your expression is similar to the ones I see on criminals' faces when I interrogate.
To tell you the truth, I'm still not sure whether I have what it takes to represent the... Most people voted for me because of all the rumors surrounding me, and to be honest, those rumors don't really mean anything. Now I don't know how to... Even the people who usually criticize me voted for me this time.
So their expectations are putting pressure.
Yes.
To be completely honest, I don't really feel it. Firstly, those who expect things from you do not necessarily do so for benign reasons. On the other hand, those who do consider your feelings certainly wouldn't want you to push yourself. Next, we are researchers. Our primary duty is to interact with knowledge, not to meet others' expectations. As for me, I took part in this competition to advertise for an academic lecture at Gandharvaville next month. I'll obviously try my best during the competition, but I won't let any additional pressure get to me. I think you can also try to find a clearly defined goal. That may help you.
Huh.
I'm absolutely parched after
I've still got some water with me.
No, I'll be all right. We aren't far from Aru village, so I can go the rest of the way myself.
Yes.
Hey, don't talk like that. Everyone, I'll be heading back now.
I'll continue searching for the ley line disruptor.
Are you feeling better now, Layla?
Yeah, I feel like some of the way. It's been a long time since I first left my hometown to come to the academy. All sorts of complex astral. When I was chosen as my Darshan's representative, it felt like another boulder was added to the ones already rolling behind me. Every time I close my eyes, I think of all the people I'd disappoint if I mess up. Yeah, I think that's what Tainari was trying to tell me. You're our good friends, which is why you didn't stop him from dropping out of this round, and why you don't feel disappointed in me.
That's right! No need to feel so down.
That said, he did also say that he hopes I could have more concrete. Anyway, I won't take up any more of your time. You still have.
True. We should go look for the others.
You could go see how Madame Farozan's doing. I've heard that she's quite knowledgeable about the desert.
Okay, let's go look for Farozan.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Farozan, have you made any progress?
You're just in time. I'm about to start digging right here.
Oh, you found the ley line disruptor
Such a simple problem could never confound me. Not long after entering the desert, I discovered a primal construct that was acting abnormally. So I followed it all the way here. Once I got near here, it suddenly disappeared. Something unusual must be happening around this area.
You're a true expert, Madame Farozan.
Well, I do happen to have more experience than most. But that aside, has anyone completed this challenge yet?
Nope, not yet.
Well then, I suppose I'll be the first. What about that boy Tainari? Oh? And why's that?
He's not used to being out and about in the desert.
Huh. I didn't think he would have such a weakness. I suppose he could use a bit more training. What about the others? Is that Ratawahist girl still a bundle of nerves?
Tainari gave Layla some advice, and she seems to be doing a lot better now. Sino just started his search for the disruptors, and as for Hat Guy, well, who knows what he's thinking.
And what about Kaveh? Has he found a ley line disruptor?
Paimon doesn't think so, or our locators would have already let us know.
Strange. What's he lollygagging for? With his skills, you should... Well, I'm afraid the most thrilling moments are already done.
Come on, stop following me! I already gave you all the food I had on me. You can cry all you want. I don't have any more food. All I have left is a half bottle of water, and I can't possibly give you that. Without water, traveling in the desert will be incredibly difficult, and I still need to find... Marak, can you help me out here? Keep them away.
Kaveh, there you are! Farozan told us to come see how you're doing. What are you up?
Just thinking about it makes me upset. Not long after I entered the desert, I was accosted by these fellows. I don't know why, but they didn't leave the competition grounds. And now the ley line disruptions have left them confused and circling around the area. The moment they saw me, they wouldn't leave me alone. They even cheated me out of my limited food supply. Hey, didn't I ask you to keep them away?
Kaveh, is this flying metal thing
That's right. This is my toolbox, Marak.
your toolbox? Huh. It seems pretty fancy.
Sometimes I need to carry things when I go out, so it's handy to have a portable toolbox.
Well, this definitely doesn't look like an ordinary toolbox.
It's a long story. When I was working in the desert, I ran into a merchant group who had a machine core they excavated. It was clearly from King Deshret's civilization. His technology... Our current theories cannot explain such mystery. Some time back, I wanted to make an audit. It can't understand commands that are too complex. Most importantly, it can't talk, so it can't give me any attitude. Oh, yes. Thanks for helping hide the fact that I live at Alhatham's place earlier.
Sorry.
I hope this season of my life ends soon, so I can get things back on track. Things just started going downhill at some point. Maybe it all started when my mom remarried and left for Fontaine. Or maybe it all started when I spoke to Alhatham in the library. Or maybe it's because constructing the Palace of Alcazar's burned through my funds. I'm still paying off the debt from that one. Now that I think about it, I guess we're all... It's not like any of you asked to be trapped in a ley line disruption.
Kaveh, aren't you going to look for the ley line disruption?
Yes, but I can't just leave them here, can I? Oh, forget it. The more I think about this, the more I feel a headache coming on. Time's a-wasting. I'm off.
Kaveh looks like he's conflicted. He really wants to win, but he can't ignore those he wants to help. Paimon's always felt like he's the type who easily gets himself into tough spots. Paimon doesn't mean this in an insulting way, but he seems like the kind of guy who'd be really easy to take advantage of. Whoa! Someone's done already! Right? Wonder who it is.
Verification complete. Congratulations on being this round.
Ooh, so Sino was the quickest!
I am from Spontamod, after all. We know a lot about ley lines, so finding a disruptor was never going to be particularly difficult.
Since the Traveler and Paimon also happen to be here, do you have anything you want to say?
Anything I want to say? My friend couldn't continue on, so failure was never an option. The bonds of yesterday will forge the road to tomorrow. That's a line from King of Invocations, one of my favorite works, and it sums up my thoughts.
It might be a good thing that Tainari isn't here, or else he'd give Sino a good smack right about now.
Oh wow, it's already so late. Everyone's probably running low on food and water.
Something similar happened in King of
Any thoughts on that, Alhatham?
I have no thoughts regarding King of Invocations.
Milu obviously wasn't asking about that.
Deserts are much more dangerous at night, so this competition should be nearing its end. At the moment, only Farazan, Layla, and Kaveh remain.
I wonder who the next person to find a disruptor.
Wait, only 3 people are left? Tainari forfeited, and Sino's already done. What about Hat Guy?
He also forfeited not long ago.
Ugh, Paimon can't understand what he's thinking, but like Al-Haytham said, this round's almost over.
Hello again. You know, it suddenly occurred to me that you guys have had to do a lot of running around this time. Don't you find it tiring? Well, in that case, the desert's getting colder now that night's falling, and the wind can really sting your... has anyone finished this run?
Sino's already shut one down. Have you made any progress?
I circled the whole area, but I didn't find anything. But I did have the chance to think some more about that thing that was weighing on my mind. And, well, my fellow Retawahist members must have all put my name forward for But be that as it may, I believe and I want to live up to their expectation.
Huh? But doesn't thinking like that put...
Of course, that may not sound like a huge...
Well, that's great!
Also, now that I think I'll just... But the competition isn't over yet. Oh, Layla. She's really a bun...
Wait! You're...
Good to see you too. Ooh, it's nice to be out. Feels like I've been cooped up inside for quite a while. Well, since I'm here, I guess I should help her finish this. What are we supposed to be doing here again? Let me see. Looks like she's basically gathered all the information she needs. Come with me, you two. Do you ever get the feeling that the ley lines have a regular flow? Similar to the way that celestial bodies follow fixed orbits. If we were looking down from on high, I wonder whether we'd find that the ley lines are just the reflections of the stars upon the Earth. Not all astrological phenomena can be directly observed. Some are deductions based on other details that we know. It's the same situation with the ley lines. The parts of them that are hidden underground can be identified via elemental energy, sound, and other phenomena. Plus, now that someone has shut one of the disruptors down, the contrast between before and after can provide me with further information still. Let me see. It should be here, I think. This should be it, right? I'll turn it off. That should
Nice work!
Again, I didn't do any of the real work. I'm just wrapping up. She'll probably wake up soon. No doubt she'll be a little disoriented at first, but once she's got her bearings, she'll go and report that she shut down this disruptor. Will you be staying here for a while?
Oh, time to check our locator.
Well, perhaps they're about to find the last disruptor. Also,
Huh? Why do you...
Before the second round, he had a chat with the other me. He said that worries can be like illnesses. They don't always have a magic cure. But the way I see it, his situation is much... Kaveh, meanwhile, knows what he wants to do. He doesn't have a second personality, but somehow he still seems that... I don't know exactly how to describe it. It's like he's smiling on the outside, but there's no joy inside. Still, who knows? He must be more experienced... but back to the...
Oh, true. Kaveh and Farazan were super confident at the start, but it turns out they're the last ones to find the disruptor. But between the two of them...
Kaveh? Are you?
Oh, Madame Faruzan. And here I thought you would have finished this round by now.
Farazan! Kaveh! was already done.
I didn't expect that you and I would find a disruptor at the same time. How are the other contestants doing?
Tainari and Hatguy forfeited, while Sino and Layla are already done. You two are the only ones left. Huh? That's weird. Didn't you start digging really early on?
Yes, I kept digging, but instead of finding a disruptor, I found a ruin. I fell down pretty deep, and it was completely dark in there. It took me quite some time to unlock the various mechanisms and return to the
That's... actually...
Finishing a week's worth of trials in such a short time. Huh. That's pretty amazing, madam.
What about you? Why are you...
I encountered a lot of lost desert foxes along the way, and I brought them to the outskirts of the competition zone. When I came back, I was absolutely parched. And then I blacked out. When I woke up, it was already night.
A most curious reason indeed. But are you sure you're all right? You said you were familiar with the desert. The way you handled problems...
It was problematic, but that had nothing to do with me being a genius. The way I did things wasn't optimal.
Youths these days, each stranger than the next. But back to the main issue at hand. Since we are both very certain that this is where the final leyline disruptor is, let's dig it up then. Well, this is indeed it. What is it, youngster?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that there shouldn't be any more innocent creatures getting wrapped up in danger. As for the points, I guess we can draw lots again later. I can't think of anything better.
All right, in that case, let's all head back...
Looks like the second round is over. I wonder who is faster, Kaveh or Madame Farazan? Huh? Where's Madame Farazan?
She went to get water. She'll be back shortly. We basically arrived at the same time, so we'd like to draw...
You get caught up in some things so easily, like drawing lots.
I'm not caught up in anything! Don't make it sound like I take pleasure in having bad luck!
Really? Then should I say that you have a curious affinity for drawing lots?
I'll go get the box and slips of paper for the lots. Please wait a moment.
Oh, here we go again. Let's see how I fare.
I got it! Did you
Congratulations!
Looks like Kaveh's luck's taking a turn for the better!
Oh, finally!
It looks like you've been rewarded for your tribulations in the desert. This round's points...
And with that, our second round is done. Sino, Layla, and Kaveh are our victorious contestant. As for the current standings, let me see. Sino and Layla both have 4 points, putting them both in first place. The rest in descending order are Tainari, Farazan, Kaveh, and Hatguy. The next round will be the final one. Please rest up before then. I heard that some stalls at the Wisdom Gala are debuting new games, so feel free to drop by if you're interested. Otherwise...
It feels like something's been on your mind this entire time.
Traveler, Paimon. I finally found you.
Finally? Did some...
Don't you feel like there's something off about this year's Academia Extravaganza? When Candace and I were at the cafe earlier, we might have caught sight of some mercs on business. Thing is, they were disguised as tourists here to shop. But no disguise can mask the stench of blood. Just from their suspicious looks, I bet they do dirty work like kidnapping or assassinations.
We eavesdropped on them for a while. Their target seems to be someone called Sachin.
Sachin? Isn't that the person who Karina mentioned during the opening ceremony? He's apparently the sponsor behind the competition prizes and the Diadem of Knowledge, but he hasn't...
Sounds like a rich person, all right. The Eremites have been struggling to make ends meet recently, So a lot of groups have been doing private work that involves the... In their words, one gig sets you up for half a year. Just one job like this,
The extravaganza has brought many tourists to Sumeru City all at once, so it's likely that they took advantage of the bustle to sneak in. Dia and I wanted to directly capture them, but they were on guard and made some excuse to slip away.
I would have tied him up if it wouldn't have caused a scene. Who's legally supposed to take care of this kind of thing? The Matra or the Core of 30?
If Sino were here, he'd definitely get involved. Why don't we head over to the Thanks a million, you two.
Not at all. It was
Yeah, don't sweat it. The Eremite's reputation is gonna get even worse if these scumbags... but this is Sumeru City. Candace and I don't have as much freedom to act here, so...
Should you require our aid, come...
Paimon's noticed that something's bugging you. Is it the extravaganza? 'Cause Paimon's starting to think that there's more than meets the eye here, too. But thinking like...
It's hurting again.
Hey! Isn't that the mantra we investigated Siraj with?
Hello, both. It's been a while. Do you have any issues to report? Someone's planning to kidnap Sachin. Goodness. Though I suppose it's not. The growing popularity of the extravaganza has given him quite the reputation boost as its sponsor.
Well, since he's got a target on his back now, shouldn't you set...
To tell you the truth, we've thought about doing just that. However, Sachin apparently prefers to spend most of his time out doing field work, and hardly ever comes back to Sumeru City. No one has been able to... Our only lead is something he once said. Each time the Inter-Darshan Championship is held, I will be watching from close by to choose a suitable person to inherit my estate. Assuming he remains committed to that promise, then he must be right here in the city somewhere. I suspect that the Eremites in question must have heard about that as well.
So, they shouldn't know where Sachin...
I would assume not. Anyway, Mahamatra Saino is still on vacation, so I'll handle this. Don't you worry. A couple of kidnappers aren't gonna get very far in Sumeru. All of that said, if you're interested in Sachin's story, why don't you try tracking him down as well? The sooner we ascertain his whereabouts, the quicker we can act to ensure his safety.
Fair point. Guess we should start searching for him too, but where should we start?
None, I'm afraid. He's never committed any crimes or broken academic protocol, so we don't have a very detailed file on him. I've heard that Alhaitham has now stepped down from his post as acting Grand Sage and is back to being the scribe again. Maybe it's worth checking to see if he knows anything.
Good idea! Okay, we'll head back to the extravaganza event. Hey, Nilu, have you...
Alhaitham? Why, what is...
We're trying to track down someone and we need...
Oh, I see. Sorry, he's always the first to leave after the competition ends, and he never tells anyone where...
Huh. Yeah, actually, that's...
Let me think. To him, being a commentator is just extra work he was roped into. Do you guys know of any places he'd go after work? There's still one more round to go.
Oh, here's a thought. Maybe he just went... Paimon remembers that his house isn't that far from here.
Take it easy.
Let's try knocking. No answer? Maybe no one's home. Hello? Oh, hey, Thumb?
Oh, it's you two?
Oh, Kaveh, you're home?
Come on in, I'll get the door for you.
We didn't hear a peep when we first knocked. We thought no one was home.
Well, I can't be too careful. If someone from the academia came here looking for Alhaitham, and I opened the door for them without thinking...
You're pretty conscientious about this, huh? So, what happens if someone comes inside looking for him?
It's fine, as long as I stay in my own room. Anyway, why would someone just barge in here?
Fair enough. So do you know
What do you think? Who knows what he does in his free time? All that matters to me is that he's out of the house. I wouldn't call it that. He's just incapable of saying anything pleasant at all. I told him how the second round went. I won the lot draw, remember? Because of good karma, of course. But him, being him... Oh, you wouldn't believe what he said after I was done talking! You're always quick to remind me that you're my upperclassman, and yet you do not problem solve in the manner becoming of an upperclassman. This begs the question of why we attach prestige to seniority at all. And he didn't stop there. I'd encourage you to reflect on why you've ended up having to rely on luck every round. Frankly, it's incomprehensible to me how you've...
Yeah, that does sound like some...
I've had it with him. Every time I talk to him, it's the same way. Anyway, the disdain is very much mutual between us, so I'll be moving out as soon as possible. I'm actually packing my things right now. He'll have to get used... See those perfectly hung paintings on the...
Wait, you're moving out already? But the
Well, obviously I can't just yet. I'm just packing early to get ahead of the game. I've got my new place picked out already. The moment I have my hands on the prize money, I'm going to... I now know what I have to do to achieve this goal. No matter what happens in the...
Well, we'll be rooting for you.
In...
Layla said that she thinks you'll get caught up in internal conflict.
Meaning what exactly? Oh, don't tell me you think I have serious
Oh, we didn't say that. But think about it. You say you want to win, but you also turned Faruzan down when she offered to give you her points. Plus, you took it upon yourself to help those desert fires.
Wait, what's so unusual about all that? I gave you my reasons. Well, when you put it like that, yes, why indeed? It's a good question. I guess it's just in my nature.
But thinking like that all the time must make your life so exhausting. Not to mention that by helping out, you put yourself at risk. Fainting in the middle of...
It's complicated. Look, let's maybe leave this conversation for another time. What was it you needed Alhaitham's help with, anyway? Sachin. Huh. He did actually mention us. I remember he brought a few documents home that day. He was thinking out loud as he looked through them, making some notes and doodling as he went. Ah, this is the one.
You sure he...
With taking liberties? He's certainly okay with helping himself to my beer whenever... And anyway, he did ask me if I wanted to read his notes. I didn't see the point at the time, so he doesn't leave documents lying around unless he's okay with other people reading them. It's fine.
Cool, if you say so. a lot of information. So, to sum up, he even said that if he really liked one of the contestants, he wouldn't just give them a reward, but his entire estate as well.
What? Are you serious? All of Sachin's wealth, that's more than I could spend in a lifetime, surely. Heck, if I got chosen, I'd be able to pay. I could build another Palace of Alcazar's array. Except this time, I'd. Oh, then there's that new project in Port Ormos, of course.
Hey, snap out of it! You're getting.
You're right.
Huh? Wait a moment. There's a loose slip of paper. Did Alhaitham write this? It looks like he was Sachin, dead or alive, unknown, and diadem of knowledge. Some of this stuff is just plain incomprehensible.
Let me see. Huh. Lofty ideals may provide no There's another.
Wow, it's so cool.
We worked together on a project once when we were students. The title was Decoding the Runes and Architectural Philosophy of the
Oh, interesting.
Who knows?
Fair enough. Well, guess we've learned all we can here. Yeah, he better catch those crooks.
Ah, you're here. Sorry, I was just about to send someone to inform.
What did you find out?
Well, lots of unexpected. The mercs themselves were surprisingly easy to catch. We just had someone dress up as Sachin and they took the bait. But then it starts to get messy. During the interrogation, we learned that they were hired by Sachin.
What? Why would someone want to kid?
It's anybody's guess at this point. In any event, apparently the guys we caught are just the tip of the iceberg. Most of them are still snooping around outside the city. We're diverting manpower as we speak to try and round them all up. Would you like to?
Sure! Let's go get to the bottom of all this! Sure this is the right place? Something feels off.
I'm positive. But I don't understand.
Boss, we got more company.
Look, we were just doing what we were paid to do. You're punishing the wrong people.
What happened? Who beat you all up?
Wait, you mean you aren't with them?
With who?
First there was this flying brat. Didn't bother asking any questions, just started throwing punches.
I've got the confirmation I needed. This is the one who masterminded this whole... If you have any questions for him, now's your chance to ask them. When you're done...
So why did you hire people to kidnap Sachin?
What do you think? 20 years ago, he upped and left to go and live a carefree life. Not giving... As if that's not bad enough already. He went and put his entire fortune in the care of the academia, along with a contract saying that one day he'd pass it all on to a... That's my inheritance. By rights. You expect me to sit back and watch it go to someone else? Of course. Didn't he say he would be here somewhere? Watching... So, I figured I'd get some people to nab him. Then I make him change the contract. And if the academia doesn't agree to hand over the goods, I make him publicly announce that I'm his chosen... No. The old fart knows how to stay hidden. I'll give him that. He's probably cooped up somewhere watching all the... I already thought he'd gone mad 20 years ago. And who knows what a madman's truly capable of. Diadem of knowledge? You mean that thing he... Well, I can tell you that it's very expensive. He sold a lot. Weird things started happening after he brought it home, too. Also, before donating it to the academia, he once shut himself in that same storeroom and researched it Something was already seriously wrong with him by that point. Nothing...
What do you mean, something...
I only have a vague memory of it, since I was very young at the time. When he finally did return, he was a changed person. He would mum... I asked if I could see what he'd written, but he chased me out of the room. Later, he went out somewhere and took his written essays with him. When he got back, part of me wonders whether he'd already stopped being my...
Okay,
You can believe me or not. Doesn't matter to me. I told you all I know. But if whatever it is that he's researching out there...
You finished? In that case, come with us. Well, we finally caught the guy behind all this. Do you still have any lingering concerns?
Yeah! Al-Haytham's notes do mention that
Scribe Al-Haytham looked into this matter. Understood.
Well, if you believe there to be an issue with the diadem, I'd suggest contacting the organized...
That makes sense. Okay then, let's get back to the venue. We need to...